something unheard of here, a county suing a small town paper over its Freedom of Information Act request. 24-hour News 8's Barton Dieters is just back from Greenville to figure out this unusual situation. Barton?
Well, right, Sue. A small community newspaper just doing its normal job of covering an election suddenly found itself on the receiving end of a lawsuit filed against it by the county government.
Holy smokes, yeah. On Friday when I got the, it kind of came late in the day, the word that we were going to be sued. It just, it caught everybody by surprise, and it was confusing because nobody had ever heard of something like this.
Greenville Daily News reporter Elizabeth Walden is covering the election for sheriff in Montcalm County, a three-man race between a group of current deputies seeking to replace 15-year Sheriff William Barnwell. The paper submitted Freedom of Information Act requests for the personnel records of two candidates from Montcalm County.
Quite honestly, if we got the records, we would use our judgment on whether or not it was newsworthy.
The county filed a lawsuit Friday seeking to stop the records of Undersheriff Mike Williams and Deputy Charlie Mahar from coming out. The county's argument, some older records are exempt from the paper's request.
I'm looking for things that are going to speak to somebody's character or their conduct or job performance.
I talked to Williams, who has been endorsed by the current sheriff. He said he has no problems releasing his records and that it is important for candidates to be transparent. But Mahar, in a statement made on Facebook, said he was fighting for the rights of fellow officers as outlined in their contract. County Administrator Robert Klingenpeel and Sheriff Barnwell fear Mahar could sue if those files are released. You're not trying to keep these records out?
No, we're not. We're just trying to make sure we're following the right law.
The newspaper's attorney tells me the county is misreading the state statute and older files are not exempt.
It's really an issue between, do we follow FOIA, do we follow IRCA? They seem to be in conflict.
I talked to a number of attorneys who are experts on FOIA law. This is the first time anyone knows about of legal action being taken by a municipality against a newspaper employing the Freedom of Information Act. At a hearing on Monday, a judge ruled that the county must decide on its own whether to release that information. And they say they'll do it, quote, sooner rather than later. As far as the Greenville Daily News, they don't know yet if they'll appeal if the FOIA request is denied. In studio control, Barton Dieters, 24-hour News 8.